case to the demand, supply, demand, and electrical needs. Okay. So do you know what is the supply? What is the demand? Anyone have one? What is the supply? What is the demand? Supply and demand of electrical needs. What is supply?
Supply and
okay.
Demand
demand. Okay, that's true. You try to use, right? Supply.
Supply means we store the things and products we use to supply. Demand is what we need and what we need in the future.
So demand and supply. So especially I say supply and demand for electrical vehicles. So based on the fuel and petroleum, based on the transfers, we are using the vehicles of electrical vehicles, electric car, electrical bikes. So many are there, right? Nowadays all those are focusing on electric vehicles. Why they are focusing on vehicles? Based on supply and demand fuels. For example, nowadays what is the problems occurring in the world? What is going in the world? Especially in Iran. Okay, since the Iran problem is going, especially for petroleum and gas. Still the petrol was not announced, but the gas is possible to go. Okay? So we have some demand. Okay, so they increase the price. So based on the people are moving to what? E-vehicles, electrical cars, e-vehicles, electrical finance. Okay, so we are moving that way. So that is supply and demand. So what is the demand and analysis? First we should what analysis. So what is the demand? Factors increasing demand, rising fuel prices, and from petrol, diesel, cars to EVs. See, first we are saying rising fuel price consumers shift from petrol and from diesel and from the EV. So we are moving to EVs. Right? So since the government is lowering purchase costs, so coupled with that, we have to reduce the cost. If we put the e-vehicles, we make e-vehicles, like we make e-vehicles, but we have we have reduced the cost of petroleum fuel cost. So we will spend the money for it. If we charge for 1 hour, we will travel only in the place. If you make it 2 hours, we have charges in e-vehicles. How many kilometers we will travel? 50 to 40 kilometers. Okay. So for 50 to 60 kilometers, we are traveling in 2 hours. I mean 2 hours days a week. There's some chance. But for 50 to 40 years, we want to spend how much of investment? We want to spend 200 rupees for fuel. So that is saying that from petrol, diesel, cars to EVs. So based on technology improves things, better battery life, charging speed, demand comes. So for EVs, what we need for EVs? What we need? Correct. Okay. Battery. Correct. Battery. Okay. We need a battery. That is the main for e-vehicles, right? E-vehicles. Then supply analysis. How do you supply analysis? The factors affecting supply, battery production, battery production, and technological analysis. Advancement, government reduces products, supply curve. Right? When product cost falls, supply increases. Automatically, when product cost falls, supply will increase based on the economic weight. Now, day by day, the economic weight will change. It does change day by day, which is different depending on cost, depending on market basis. Right? So we didn't analyze, we didn't expect the war of the year. Suddenly the overall price of chicken is very so much. Right? In that how they say in COVID, we face a lot of economic crisis. We face a lot of economic crisis. Right? So as I said that now especially facing gas and fuels. Right? That is commonly facing in that days. Now we are facing only two things: the fuel and gas. So that is a supply and demand in the gas and fuel. In instance, we are always seeing issues of taking some instead of rough PhD, EV fuel for 1 lakh, right? EV fuel for 1 lakh, EV fuel for 2 lakhs, EV put a fuel for 50 lakhs. Please fill the fuels. Even though they are going in EV and they are purchasing fuels, right? So now people are changing to the e-vehicles are constructed. So we have seen about the demand and supply marketing movement, right? So supply and demand for e-vehicles, especially e-vehicles. Can anyone say what you understand in this now? Anyone can say what you understand in this case? What are we doing? Please yes.
Nowadays, towards the war, we need petroleum and gas. So we change to electric EV Chinese and electric.
Okay, especially demand for e-vehicles. Demand. What is demand for e-vehicles? What is supply and demand of electric vehicles? Supply and demand. So what is this?
Supplies and demands. We need demand of the gas and to run other things.
Based on the fuels, the demand, so we are moving into
EVs.
so now the cost of the e-vehicles is going to increase. Sure, the cost of the e-vehicle is going to be increased because there is a demand. So it goes increase. For if we purchase the e-vehicle from lab, but nowadays they will use the price 1 to 2 lakhs vehicles. So they will increase the demand, right? So that is the demand supply and demand of e-vehicles. Nowadays they have